Block there. Huge block.
Oh, that's it, McGee. Taylor, big play from Taylor just then. Tamir, pulls up the way. They get it.
Oh,
How about that?
Wow.
I'll have a strong, smooth, creamy latte.
Be your own barista at Coles Express. With award-winning Coles Urban coffee culture from just $1.
Express yourself.
At Coles Express.
Welcome along to Ulverston's Mazda BT50 Thunder Stadium for the first game of tonight's NBL1 South doubleheader. Starting off tonight, we have the women's game between the Launceston Tornadoes and the Casey Cavaliers. My name's Brad Cole. I'll be commentating on both games tonight. Great to have your company on the live stream tonight. Unfortunately, my usual partner in crime, Moose Sturziger, he's busy coaching junior basketball up the Launceston Classic this week, so we've roped in a very, very capable replacement in Smithton men's coach Kurt Ahern. Welcome to the commentary box, Kurt Ahern.
Good evening, Brad, and good evening, viewers, and thank you for having me. Very big shoes to fill tonight. but looking forward to it.
Looking forward to it. Excellent. We're giving you a crash course. We're giving you a 1 minute crash course on how it all works. Hopefully she's smooth sailing over the course of the 2 games tonight. So first up is the women's game between the St Luke's Health Launceston Tornadoes and the Casey Cavaliers. The Cavaliers coming off a win over the struggling Hobart Chargers women last night down in Hobart, 73-54, where Louise Browntop scored with 18 points, Monique Conti with 15 points, Taylor Gillam and Sarah Booth also in double figures. They currently sit on eighth spot on the NBL1 South ladder with a 5-4 record. They're taking on the home team, inverted commas, tonight, the St Luke's Health Launceston Tornadoes, currently with a 5-2 record. Suffered a loss to Bendigo last week, 73-66, which dropped them to 7th place on the NBL1 South ladder, but they have been travelling quite nicely this year with the likes of Keely Froling and Kelsey Griffin, Mariah Payne, keeping the scoreboard regularly ticking over, averaging 84.57 points per game and keeping teams to 70.14. Kurt, they'll win you a fair few games of basketball.
Yeah, defence is stingy. Often coaches speak about the game is won and lost at the defensive end, and Sarah Veal looks like she's got the Tornadoes running okay at the moment. 7th place on the ladder versus 8th place on the ladder, so I think we should be in for a very good contest.
A critical game indeed. So just the teams tonight for the Cavaliers: number 0 Zoe Zwirling, number 2 Hayley Merrigan, number 3 Rachel Bell, number 4 Monique Conti, number 6 Rebecca Maudsley, number 7 Louise Brown, number 10 Abby Bishop, and number 12 Taylor Gillam, and number 42 Sarah Booth. The coach is Alex Palazzolo. For the St Luke's Health Launceston Tornadoes, number 3 Annalise Leaflang, number 5 Charlie Kay, number 7 Tori Rouse, number 8 Hope Brooks, number 9 Bronte Smith, number 11 a big welcome back to Keely Froling, who missed last week due to just that little thing called Australian commitments, and has been battling the flu this week too apparently, but I think it would have taken a severe case of the flu to keep her off the court tonight. Number 12 Emerson Wells, number 14 Mariah Payne, number 22 Michaela Bingley, she's back in the team tonight after being battling a thumb injury. Number 23 Kelsey Griffin, and number 34 Lauren Wise. The coach, of course, is Sarah Veal. So we're just about ready to get away. We've got a minute to go so far. Obviously, looking at the 2 teams here, Kurt, obviously the Tornadoes, a lot of scoring power. Most of their scoring comes from Froling, Griffin and Payne. So obviously they'll be the 3 main keys for the Cavaliers to shut down tonight. But the Cavaliers, obviously, they've got plenty of scoring power too. Yeah,
they put on a pretty good performance last night in Hobart. So obviously a different opposition tonight. As you mentioned earlier, Brad, Froling is obviously their focal point, and she's going to be hard to stop. In the NWBU, she plays a lot of basketball with Mariah Payne. So if those 2 can get in sync tonight, I think the Torns will be really hard to beat. But you can't take nothing away from Casey after last night's performance in Hobart. So yep. I think we're in for a cracker.
Yeah, a couple of players, Bell and Conti averaging 19 points a game already this year. Brown averaging 10 points a game. She's a former Australian junior rep. Gillam averaging 11 points a game, Booth averaging 10 points a game. So plenty of scoring power there for the Cavaliers. So just about to get underway here with Booth taking on Griffin for the opening tip. Referees tonight, Nick Draper, Jack Woodcock and Sam Viergiver. And away we go here at the Mazda BT 50 Thunder Stadium, where the ball goes deep. It's tidied up there by Monique Conti. And the Cavaliers will have first crack at offence here.
Impressive sporting resume, Conti.
It's a sporting resume. Been playing AFLW with Richmond. Been won an WNBL championship herself, and now keeping the scoreboard ticking over for the Cavaliers so far this season. First shot goes up there from Froling from the corner, no good. Cavaliers with the rebound. Great pass there, but the layup attempt there by Gillam was short. Tornadoes running. Griffin now. Okay, now Froling goes baseline, and an easy 2 points there. Keely Froling opens the scoring in tonight's game.
She continues to go base. She's going to be very hard to stop at the offensive end there.
So Cavaliers now through Conti. Shot goes up there from Sarah Booth. and rattles home the mid-range jump shot for 2. We're tied at 2. 8:46 to go in this first quarter of the Coles Express NBL1 South game here at Ulverston's Mazda BT50 Thunder Stadium. Great drive there from Payne.
Also finds the bucket well. Payne dribbling straight through the middle. She's got one direction and 2 feet inside the paint.
She's very tough to stop, Payne. She's very strong upper body, hasn't she?
Absolutely. With her international career there for a little while,
Yep.
has held her in very good stead for basketball in Tasmania.
So the shot goes up there from Gillum, and it's successful, the three-pointer there by Taylor Gillum, and the Cavaliers hit the lead 5-4 early stages of this first quarter. So Kay now drives in through a fair bit of Cavaliers traffic there, but drew the foul. Foul there on number 3, I think, Rachel Bell, and Charlie Kay will go to the line for 2.
Local Smithton girl,
Yes,
Charlie
yes.
Kay, but currently playing senior basketball for the Burnie Tigers. We'll still claim her. A lot of junior basketball down at the Saints.
Claim them all, mate. You think claim them all. Kay misses the first. It's been a very fervent breeding ground for basketballers in the last few years, hasn't it? Circular Head region.
Absolutely.
So Kay makes the second, scores tied up at 5, just under 8 minutes left here in this first quarter. So Brown now. What a terrible miscommunication on defence there by the Tornadoes. And Louise Brown strolled in for the layup. Payne, three-pointer, short. Rebound there by Bell. Bell's out and running. A couple of big Euro steps there. Through the pass away, though. Payne tidies up. Now Froling with a head of steam. Stops, spins. That'll be a travel. Just that pivot foot just couldn't stay planted.
Just a little drag on there.
Just
well
a little
picked up.
drag. And the Cavaliers continue to hold a 2-point lead here. 7:23 left.
Both teams looking to go inside, which I like.
So
letting the bigs play.
So Conti now, the diminutive point guard, drives in, kicks it out to Bell. Bell just grabbed it inside, puts up the 3, bounces twice off the rim, no good. Rebound by Froling. Nearly lost the ball. Kept control of it. Now Griffin for the Tornadoes. Finds Payne. Payne, quick to put a 3 up. No good. Rebound there inside there by Hope Brooks, and she drew the foul. Foul there on number 4, Monique Conti, that's her first. And Hope Brooks go over the line for 2. Substitutions coming, I think, will be on the shooter. So Hope Brooks will go to the line to shoot 2.
Very tall starting lineup, the Tornadoes.
It is,
have gone
yes.
for.
It's gone for a lot of height. So Brooks averaging 3 points a game. Had 7 points last week in some extended minutes with Froling missing. So she'll get a little bit of some good confidence from that, some good court time. Missed the first, made the second, and the substitute come in. Number 22, Michaela Bingley, comes in to replace Brooks. Said before, Bingley's just been out of action the last couple of weeks with a thumb injury. So she's a welcome addition to the team for Coach Sarah Veal. Turnover by the Cavaliers there by Gillum. Cleaned up by the Tornadoes. So Froling goes into Griffin. Griffin goes baseline, puts up the 2, no good, gets her own rebound, and fouled on the attempted putback. Fouled by number 42, Sarah Booth. That's her first. Kelsey Griffin to the line to shoot 2.
Done well to pull down her own rebound there.
They are going baseline a lot already, the Tawns, aren't they?
Absolutely.
They feel there's an avenue to the basket there. So Kelsey Griffin makes the first, ties the scores up at 7.
3 quick fouls. One more, and then we go to the foul line beyond that.
And a handy advantage so far for the Tornadoes. Missed the second, did Griffin. Bell now for the Cavaliers. Poked away by Payne. Payne thought it come off Bell, but referee believed otherwise. Mariah accepted the referee's reasoning, and Casey will get the ball back with 18 left on the shot clock on the side here. So a good crowd already building for this game.
Great to see, NBL1 women's basketball here in Ulverston tonight.
We only get it a couple of times a year, and obviously the Thunder go up and play at Elfin a couple of times a year as well. So
great concept.
Good to see this top level basketball, Australia's best winter basketball competition. So Bell inbounds to Conti. Conti guarded by Kay. Now kicks back out there to...
Beautiful pass.
To Brown. Brown's three-pointer no good. She cleaned up her own work there. Missed the easy lane though. And will get it back again, Louise Brown.
Battle of the bigs.
Third time of asking. Put in the two. Casey up by 2 points. Frolling drives. Pulls up. Kicks it back out. Was double teamed. Turns over. Griffin got it back. Found Frolling. Frolling's lane looked like she got fouled. But referee said no. Bell drives. Bell's drive was no good. Good
defence looks
good
straight
defense,
up down there.
Good defence straight up there, says former referee Kurt Ahern. Payne kicks out to Griffin. Griffin corner three. No good. And there's a little push there. And it'll go against Booth. That'll be her second. So a few troubles already for Cavaliers coach Alex Palazzolo. He's starting centre on 2 fouls. And they'll force his hand. Substitution coming in for the Cavaliers. Number 10, Abby Bishop, for her first bit of court time tonight to replace Sarah Booth.
Physical?
Yes.
Physical early.
Good to see. So, Griffin. Illegal. Kay clearly come back into the court.
Still in the air.
Still in the air. And Griffin's little handoff was illegal. Turnover by the Tornadoes. They're the frustrating little ones that just annoy coaches. Just simple stuff. Conti, step back three. Long. Rebound there by Griffin, was poked out of bounds by Bishop from behind. Tornadoes will get the ball back. Also, a shout out tonight to regular Torns commentator David Moore, who couldn't, obviously with his footy commentating commitments during the afternoon, couldn't get down to Ulverston tonight. So hopefully you're watching tonight, Dave, and we can look after the good ship Tornadoes for you tonight. Griffin attracts the team,
nice
still
move.
gets the shot up though, and an easy 2 points there for Kelsey Griffin. She's up to 3 points tonight, and we're tied at 9.
Defence collapsed right on that last play, and rightly so, but backed herself in.
Conti puts up a three. It's a high arcing three. She gets a fair bit of a rainbow on him. Mid-range two. Oh, in and out there by Louise Brown. Now, Torns on the fast break. Payne chases it down. Can't get to the ball. Sorry, that was Bingley. Can't get to the ball. Out of bounds. Substitution for the Torns. Payne comes off for a rest, replaced by number 12, Emerson Wells.
Another local Smithton girl.
Another. Don't know what's in the water up there at Circular Head, but it's clearly good things. Up at the Duck River. So Conti now drives, pulls up mid-range two. No good. She's doing plenty of good things, Conti. Just can't get the shots to drop at the moment. A little bit of extended defence there by the Cavaliers. Frolling now. Drives there on Brown, but Conti come in, stole the ball away from Keely Frolling.
Nice defence.
Gillam now kicks it over to Bell. Bell puts some nice moves on there. Gets it over to Bishop. Bishop. Shot goes in over, I think it was over Griffin there, and put in for two. Cavaliers up by 2.
Little off balance.
Oh, referee's blowing the whistle. Bit of a scoreboard error maybe, not quite sure. We'll sort that out, but a timeout called by Launceston coach Sarah Veal, with her team trailing 9-11 in the opening quarter of this NBL1 South clash at Ulverston's BT50 Thunder Stadium.
So far, I believe the link-up of the bigs have been a focal point for both sides. They're finding each other, they're seeing the floor, and the buckets that they're scoring, some are quite easy because they know where each other are.
I imagine, just looking at the stats here so far, I imagine a bit of concern for Coach Sarahville with the turnovers. 4 already for the Tornadoes in about 7 minutes of basketball, which that's not a good start. Should be hoping they can tidy up the dribbling as the game goes on.
I don't think they need to be in a rush, Brad. No. Like slow it down. That last transition play where the one that Bingley missed down on the baseline there. Just slow it down, get it to a guard. I know that the fast break was on, but that pass has got to be really on point. And unfortunately for the Tornadoes in that situation, it wasn't.
So the 2 huddles break. Get back out on the court. 3:46 left here in this first quarter at Ulverston. this NBL1 South clash between the 7th and 8th place team, so a key matchup probably in the first third or so of the season between two teams that already look pretty evenly matched. It's been no team's been able to establish any sort of major break here at the moment. So the Tornadoes looking inbound. Froling gets it to Wells, back to Froling now. Casey with the extended defence. Froling gets it through.
Broke it open well.
Kay now looking to go inside to Griffin. Griffin goes to work there on Bishop. Oh, the two off the bank. Oh, pretty to watch by Kelsey Griffin. She's up to 5 points. We're tied at 11.
Backing herself in, Kelsey Griffin. That's what I like to see out of the bigs.
Interior pass there to Bishop was just a tad long. Bishop couldn't control it. Out of bounds on the baseline.
Full court man-to-man this time.
So Kay now with the ball. Pulls up, mid-range 2, no good. Tidied up there by Bell. Cavaliers now through Conti. Finds Bishop. Bishop goes to work. Oh, nice dump down pass there to number 7, Louise Brown.
Patience.
Who was by herself after Bishop attracted the double team. And the Cavaliers up by 2 again. No team able to get a major breaky. Kay, mid-range 2, should make that. Easy money there for Charlie Kay. She's up to 3 points for the night, and we're tied again at 13.
Way to back herself in on that last play.
Yep.
Some very good young state players out there on the floor at the moment for the Tornadoes.
So Conti drives, kicks it back out there to number 12, Taylor Gillum. Gillum goes herself. Oh, that's a tough move there, Taylor Gillum.
Great finish.
She's up to 5 points for the night, and it's the Cavaliers out by 2 points again. Now Froling goes baseline. Oh, tough work by Froling. Attracted double team. The shot was always going to be tough. Bell now. Kicks out to Gillum. Gillum's 3. Oh, nice shooting there. Taylor Gillum up to 8 points now. And the Cavaliers establish a little bit of a break here. Up by 5. 2:50 left in this first quarter.
Andy Torns need a score this time.
Froling.
Not trying to force anything.
Attracting the double team. Conti went for the strip, but it was the foul there was on number 10, Abby Bishop. That's her first. And it'll be side ball, I think, or Froling's going to the free throw line because that foul's put the Cavaliers over limit.
We're in a bonus, 5-zip.
So Kay comes off the Tornadoes. Mariah Payne back on. Froling's shot sweet. Nothing but net. Substitution also for the Cavaliers. Bell comes off for rest, replaced by number 2, Hayley Merrigan. Froling goes 2 from 2 from the charity stripe. Tornadoes cut the margin back to 3 points. Conti now, guarded by Wells.
Way to slide to get in front from Wells.
The drive again there from Taylor Gillum. And Tornadoes coach Sarah Veal's got a few headaches on her hands here with Taylor Gillum. She's up to 10 points. And the Cavaliers lead by 5 again. Froling goes inside. Flips up the shot. Nice work. Keeley, Froling. Got through the double team. Froling up to 6 points. Margin back to 3. Bishop. Now Brown. Now Gillum again. Oh, there was the heat check 3. Bit long. Torns off and running. Bingley. Oh, just stripped by Monique Conti. And in somewhat frustration there, gave away the easy foul.
And I think at times like that, that's where they're able to slow it down. They had plenty of time on the shot clock. They're obviously looking to Froling inside, and rightly so. But we talked about rushing before. Maybe get it back out and run through a set.
That's the Tornadoes' first foul for this quarter. Under a minute to go left in this first quarter. Gillum now. Bishop fancies herself from a bit of range. Shot was short. Rebounded by Payne. So Torn slowing it down here. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Payne puts up the 3. Good by Mariah Payne.
If you don't mind. that levels it up. 10 seconds left.
Timely basket there from the Taunts. Conti behind the back. Shot goes up there from Brown. Nothing but air. And that's quarter time here at Mazda BT50 Thunder Stadium with the St Luke's Health Launceston Tornadoes staging a nice little comeback there in the final stages. And they are tied up with the Casey Cavaliers 20 apiece after the first quarter. An entertaining first quarter. Lead changed on many occasions. Cavaliers got a little break there, 5 points towards the end, but the Tornadoes come roaring back with the three-pointer there towards the end by Payne to seal a very entertaining quarter, Kurt.
Tough. You can see, at the NBL1 level, the women come to play. We spoke earlier about not seeing it as often here in Ulverston as we'd like to, but to actually watch it live.
Very entertaining.
Extraordinary.
A very entertaining game. So the top scorers so far in this game for the St Luke's Health Launceston Tornadoes, Keely Froling with 6, Kelsey Griffin with 5, Mariah Payne with 5. For the Casey Cavaliers, Taylor Gillam, a game-high 10 points on 50% shooting. Louise Brown was 6, Abby Bishop with 2. So the main concern there for Sarah Veal, the Tawns coach, going at the quarter time break with the turnovers. They've already had 5 already compared to 3 by the Cavaliers. They're winning the rebound count so far. Cavaliers clearly passing it, moving the ball, sharing the ball around tonight. They're up to 5 assists already compared to 1 for the Tornadoes, which is probably always going to be the case. They've got a multitude of scoring options, the Cavaliers.
The passes, the assists, the passes from the assists have been extraordinary.
There have been some very nice passes.
Waited that extra second. Nice little bounce pass with a cutter going through the key.
So the Cavaliers, obviously this is the Cavaliers' first season in NBL1. They've clearly assembled a very handy squad, including, as we said before, Monique Conti, who's just a very, very good player. She's going to start this quarter on the bench after playing all 10 minutes in the first quarter.
Not only has she played AFLW for Richmond, but I'm led to believe she's won the last 4 BNFs for that Richmond side. So we're in front of greatness tonight,
We're in front of a multi-sport star in Australian sport.
Amongst each other.
Yeah. Well, we'll leave that to later on if the game just peters out a little bit. So back underway here at Ulverston. Tawns, Froling mid-range jump shot. Oh, straight ahead 2 is good by Keely Froling. She's up to 8 points and the Tawns hit the lead 22-20.
Nice little jumper from Froling there.
So Cavaliers now inside to Bishop. Missed the bunny inside after beating off Griffin there. Ball goes out of bounds. Cavaliers will get it back. 14 left on the shot clock.
Tough miss. Need to make them.
Yeah, you need to quickly forget them as well. So Gillam out to Bishop again. Bishop goes to work on the smaller K. Got the advantage. Tries to find a good defense there by K. 3 goes up there from Bell.
Bang.
Oh, 3-pointer by Rachel Bell. We were right behind that shot, Kurt, and that was heading everywhere.
Straight in the hoop out of the hand.
Straight in there. That's what I was looking for. I got a bit of brain freeze there. So Froling, now Griffin, guarded by Bishop. Oh,
good hand.
Griffin coughs it up, and she'll get it back though. Oh, nice work, Kelsey Griffin.
You cannot fault Kelsey Griffin's second efforts all night so far, collecting her own rebounds. Ball gets stripped, she regains possession, and 2 points go to the Tawns.
So 3 goes up from Bell again. Oh, Rachel Bell. Hello. Rachel Bell's heating up here. 2 3-pointers in a row. 6 points for the game. Cavaliers take the lead 26-24. So Kay now for the Tornadoes. Finds Payne. Payne drives in on Bell. Oh, just nice shoulders move. Her out of the way.
Does that so well, Payne.
That upper body strength of Mariah Payne. We've seen it on coastal basketball courses in the NWB for Burnie, where 40 and 50-point nights are the rule rather than the exception.
Have been on the receiving end of 2 of those this season from Mariah Payne.
Griffin now goes to work, pulls back, and has drawn the foul there. No, travel called by a referee.
I think she ended up taking a 4th one there, just a little bit off balance.
Yeah, I think it was probably the right call. So substitution For the Cavaliers, Monique Conti back on to replace Taylor Gillum. And substitution also for the Tornadoes with Emerson Wells to replace Michaela Bingley. So Casey gets back underway here at Olsen. 7:55 left here in the second quarter. All tied up at 26 in a very entertaining game so far. Conti now goes into Bishop. Bishop guarded by Griffin. Hands it off to Bell. Bell pulls up 2. Oh, Rachel Bell, 8 points already this quarter. She's taking the Cavaliers all the way herself at the moment, and they lead. The visitors lead by 2. Payne drives, has to get it out. What's she going to do? Come off Payne's leg. Great defence there by the Cavaliers. Forced the turnover. That's another turnover for the Tornadoes, which I'm sure will be annoying Coach Sarah Veal.
Only a 2-point ball game though, so...
Oh, yeah, no, despite the 7 turnovers, it's not hurting them on the scoreboard too much. Bell now. Oh, she went to shoot, lost control of the ball. Conti cleaned up the scraps. Now Conti guarded by Froling. Oh, it's a high arcing 3. No good. Kay's tried to box out Brown there. They just got away with it. Griffin now brings the ball down the court. Conti gets her hands in. Another turnover. No. Torns get it back. Froling lays it in for 2.
Nice make, Keely Froling.
But the ball handling, obviously, whenever Griffin or Froling are getting the ball in their hands, the double team is quickly coming. And usually involves Monique Conti trying to strip the ball. So Conti now drives in on Kay, pulls up mid-range jump shot, short, rebounded by Griffin. Torns away again through Payne now.
They don't need to rush this.
Goes into Griffin. Griffin looks for options. Kicks out to Griffin. Froling kicked out to Griffin. Sorry, Griffin put up 3. No good. Froling tried to tip it back to Griffin there, but went out of bounds. Substitution for the Torns. Payne off for a rest, replaced by Bingley. And Booth back on for the Cavaliers, replacing number 7, Louise Brown. So they've gone for a bit of added height here, the Cavaliers, with the Booth and Bishop on the court. Now Bell guarded by Bingley. Oh, Bell drives. Oh, tried to get it through there to Booth, but hands by the Tornadoes. Kay kicks it out to Wells. Wells trying to go inside to Froling, nothing there. Now Kay finds Froling, guarded by Bishop. That's a travel. No? Okay, maybe the rules changed. Short there by Froling.
A little bit of air through there.
I could have sworn there was a travel. Anyway, all 3 refs didn't see it that way. We played on. Bell now pulls up 2. And it's good there by Rachel
shot.
Bell.
Great
Hand
shot.
in her face. She's up to 10 points now for the quarter. Cavaliers up by 2.
They need to start to contain her.
It's an unconventional shooting action by Rachel Bell, but it has been very effective this quarter. Froling, mid-range jump shot there from the foul line. Long, rebounded by Bell. Bell gets the ball back. Tries to go inside there to Bishop. That pass was never on. Tornadoes clean up. Griffin now goes in on Booth. 2 points is good. Kelsey Griffin, she's up to 9 points for the night. Tied again at 30.
Great contest.
These 2 teams just cannot be separated.
It's like the way the bigs are going about their basketball at the moment. Griffin, Bishop, Froling, and Booth.
Easy 2 points there by Abby Bishop. And timeout called by Launceston coach Sarah Veal. 4:34 left here in the second quarter. Her team trail by 2 points against the Casey Cavaliers.
Just on Abby Bishop, former WNBA player for the Seattle Storm, Coley.
I must say I was doing the notes and I thought that name was familiar. And I meant to get back to her and do a bit more research and never got to it.
Career high was 14 points and 5 rebounds against Connecticut, and she's also amassed more than 250 WNBL games. So we're in front again. We're in front of greatness.
There is some quality players on both teams tonight here at Olsen. And as I said, this crowd is starting to fill up nicely, and they will see a high quality game. Let me tell you.
And hopefully there's plenty of people watching along at home. I have got someone feeding me a little bit of information
I must
as the
say
game
your phone has been busy there, Kurt.
Thank you, Jalen Beveridge.
Nice work, Jay. Nice work, Jay. Obviously busy tonight, Jay. Obviously probably doing some research. The Penguin Blues into another NWBU Grand Final next Friday night.
Ready to roll quite convincingly on Tuesday night.
Yeah, they were way too good for Launceston. So NWBU preliminary finals on Tuesday night with NBL1 competitions taking a break over the long weekend. The NWBU Grand Finals will be on Friday night in Denbort, so sure to be a packed out Denbort Recreation Centre. But back underway here at Launceston with the St Luke's Health Launceston Tornadoes trailing by 2 points against the Cavaliers. Froling now gets into Griffin, guarded by Bishop. Oh, good defence here by Bishop. Froling. Griffin tracked to the double team. Shot's got to go up soon. 4 left on the shot clock. Bingley pushes up. It'll be short. Rebounded by Gillum. Good defence there by the Cavaliers. Covering all their bases. Bishop goes across the court.
Great vision.
3-pointer was just a tad long, but rebounded there by Bishop. And that'll be a jump ball between Bishop and Griffin. Possession arrow is going Cavaliers' way. They'll retain the ball from the baseline. 12 seconds left on the shot clock.
So much pressure when the ball goes into the paint from both sides of the defensive end.
Yeah. So with those double, there's always going to be someone open with constant double teaming. Bishop, jump shot short, rebounded by Froling. Froling up to 5 rebounds for the night. Wells in the corner. Back out to Froling. Back to Wells now. Goes inside to Griffin. Griffin goes baseline. Nice spin move. Oh, great cut by McCullough. Bingley there. What a play that was, Kurt.
Well earned 2 points there, Bingers.
Beautiful cut there on the 45-degree angle by Bingley. Banked in the easy 2.
It's easy just to stand around the 3, isn't it, and wait for the ball to come out to you, but...
I did that for most of my very underwhelming career. Because 3's worth more than 2.
Catch and shoot.
Wells finds Froling. Froling straight ahead 3 is good, and the Tornadoes hit the lead. 35-32, timeout called by Casey coach Alex Palazzolo. And the Torns, Froling now up to 13 points. As I said before, been battling the flu after she came back from Australian duties in that 3-game series against Japan. But so it would have taken a fair bit to stop her taking the court tonight, and she's having another stellar season, averaging 30.83 points a game and 13.33 rebounds a game. Won the team MVP last year, had a very good season in her first year of the Sydney Flames in the WNBL, and this is her second year in Tassie, and she's
made an impact.
She's made an impact. She has made an impact. She's one of the better Australian players to grace the court.
Absolutely. She's been fantastic for the people around her as well. Obviously, the Tornadoes have provided a culture for her to want to come back another season, along with the Burnie Tigers in the NWBU. So, greatness again.
Yes,
Coley.
Yes, Australian reps everywhere. Good to see. Great to see.
Interestingly enough, you spoke about the turnovers before, and we're level on 7 now that Casey has started to throw some turnovers. The Tornadoes have taken advantage of that and now find themselves 3 points in front.
So back underway, Bell now. She's got plenty of moves. Fade away too. Oh, Rachel Bell. Up to 12 points now, all in this second quarter. And the Torns lead by 1, 35-34. There's times there she looks a little bit out of control, but she's got some moves that has Rachel Bell.
Yeah, the finish. And I guess that's what counts at the offensive end.
Yep. So she came into this game averaging nearly 20 points a game, and she's showing every bit of that tonight. Froling shot there was short. Gillum, Bell into Booth, and there's a foul.
A little bit of a mismatch there.
Foul on number 22, McCullough Bingley, on the mismatch there against Booth. And Booth will go to the free throw line for 2. No, on the baseline, so foul was before the shot.
And rightly so, I believe, on that.
Conti now Gets the screen there from Brown. Now back out to Brown. Shot, no, 3-point shot, no good.
Beautiful pass.
It was a lovely little drawn-up play there.
Those little bounce passes.
No, where has the bounce pass gone? That was one of the fundamentals I was taught as a kid, the bounce pass. Froling, straight ahead 3, no good. Rebound there by Kay, got pushed off the ball by Brown there, and Brown forced Kay to get last touch, and Cavaliers will get the ball back. They trail by 1 minute 48 left here in this first half of a very entertaining NBL1 South women's encounter between between two teams who I'd be very shocked if they both missed finals this year, these two teams, even though they're 7th and 8th on the ladder.
They'll start to get it going towards the pointy end. They've stopped fouling as well, the Cavaliers.
They have.
At the moment.
They haven't committed a foul this quarter. Kay now. Griffin at the foul line. Now Payne, nice move, Mariah Payne. Yeah, it's got to be a foul there on Conti.
Just a fraction late.
just a shade. So that's Conti's second foul. Mariah Payne will go to the free throw line for 2.
Burnie women through to the prelim.
Prelim. They'll play. They're playing They'll play Penguin Tuesday night. With the services of Froling, you would imagine.
Froling back in, going to be a great contest.
That'll be very hard to beat. Burnie. Payne makes both, extends the lead back out to 3 points. Substitution for the Cavaliers with number 0, Zoe Zwirling, coming on to replace Monique Conti.
Conti's been good.
She's been very good tonight.
Directing traffic early.
Hasn't scored, but yes.
Just her presence on the floor.
I assume that'll only be a matter of time. Bishop over to Gillam. Gillam's 3 from the corner, no good. Griffin brings the ball up for the Tornadoes. Out to Kay, now Froling. Now Payne. She's looking to put up a 3 there. Oh, she thought about it. Now, great offense there, Mariah Payne. Got Rachel Bell going backwards. Got a bit of separation. Drained the mid-range jump shot for 2.
Patience. Hesitated on the first one and then took the second one nicely. Great job.
5-point lead for the Tornadoes. Oh, there's a foul there on Gillam by, I reckon they'll be on Kay. Kay just got there a fraction late as Gillam drove to the basket. Cavaliers will get the ball back on the baseline. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. 44.6 seconds left in this first half.
Not going to the line, which is also handy. You'll give a foul like that, won't you?
Yeah, happily. Rachel Bell. And the 2. Rachel Bell is showing her class in this second quarter. Drained the 2, drew the foul. She'll go to the free throw line for the and 1. She's up to 12 points already. It's been a quality quarter from Rachel Bell.
Outstanding. Good call. Didn't allow the shooter to land. I think the defence took her landing spot. So well done, Nikki D.
Bell missed the free throw. Rebound spilled off Casey hands. Torns will get it back. They lead by 3, 39 seconds left.
Full court press.
It's nearly worked here. Tornadoes just a little bit lost, but there was Griffin in the middle. Got it over with ease. Now Froling. Tight Cavaliers defence here. Kay against Gillam. Now Bingley. Something's got to happen here. 3 left on the shot clock. Turnover. Bishop.
Great defence.
Gillam.
Great
2 points.
play.
Taylor Gillam. She's up to 12 points for the night.
And well done, Abby Bishop.
And the Cavaliers trail by 1. Final seconds here. 5 left on the shot clock. Payne drives. Oh, great step, Mariah Payne. Oh, she moves so smoothly.
Beautiful answer.
And that's half-time here at Ulverston's Mazda BT50 Thunder Stadium, where the Launceston Tornadoes, who are playing their home-away from home game here, lead the Casey Cavaliers in a very entertaining half of basketball, 41-38. We'll just quickly go through the top scorers so far. For the Tornadoes, 13 points to Keely Froling, 11 points to Mariah Payne, 9 points to Kelsey Griffin. For the Casey Cavaliers, Rachel Bell, an outstanding second quarter, 14 points. All of them came in that second quarter. Taylor Gillam with 10 and Louise Brown with 6. So we'll take a short break here at Ulverston, come back just before half time to analyse the game and call the second half of this game NBL1 South clash between the St Luke's House Launceston Tornadoes and the Casey Cavaliers.
a strong, smooth, creamy latte.
Be your own barista at Coles Express. Award-winning Coles Urban Coffee Culture from just $1.
Express yourself.
At Coles Express.
Welcome back to Ulverston's Mazda BT50 Thunder Stadium, where we've just witnessed a very entertaining first half in this NBL1 South women's clash between the St Luke's Health the St Luke's Health Launceston Tornadoes, with plenty of Northwest players, and the Casey Cavaliers. The home side, the Tornadoes, currently lead 41-38 after scores were tied at the 20-all after the first quarter. Kurt Ahern, co-commentator, what have you... You've poured through the stats there, mate. What's caught your eye?
Great contest in that first half, Coley, for the Tawns. However, leading from the front, Keely Froling, which is no surprise, with 13 points, 6 rebounds. Mariah Payne chipping in with 13 of her own, along with 2 rebounds. And Kelsey Griffin has 9 points. Over to Casey. There, Rachel Bell, who turned it on in that second quarter.
Outstanding second quarter from Rachel Bell.
14 points, 5 rebounds, ably assisted by Taylor Gillum, 12 points and 3 rebounds, and Louise Brown chiming in with 6 points of her own.
I wonder if Bell was maybe had a bit of an injury last night against Hobart. Only played 12 and a half minutes against the Chargers, and only had 4 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Wasn't fouled out, but yeah, maybe she had a bit of an injury. But she's come out. She came out hot in that second quarter, drained all the 12 points with a mixture of great moves to the basket and three-point shooting. So she's going to be one the Tornadoes are going to watch closely if they're to hold on to this lead in the second half.
And they were tough shots as well.
Oh, they were. Yeah, there was nothing easy.
You spoke about Conti, who was yet to hit the scoreboard. I just think that the coaches probably and teams like that teams need a player like that. Score second, and I'm sure she's a player that'd be more than happy for her bigs to get involved in the game, and someone for like Bell to let loose like she did there in the second quarter.
You would think that the defence is going to be a little bit tighter on Bell this half, and Conti might get a few more open looks. So back underway here at Ulverston, the Tornadoes get us started. Griffin now out to Payne, goes to work on Bell, pulls up, kicks it back out to Griffin. Kay off from the 45 to the 3. Oh, in and out. And Conti with the rebound. Conti's pass, got her own pass back after it got deflected off Tornado's hands. Bound pass there to Booth, and Booth drew the foul.
Identified the mismatch there and threw the ball in at an appropriate time. Conti did a great job to get that back though, didn't she?
Foul there on number 5, Charlie Kay. That's her second. Sarah Booth to the line to shoot 2. Bit of early foul trouble for Booth, but she's hit that first free throw and makes the second. Cavaliers cut the margin back to 1 point. Early stages this third quarter.
Neither side taking their foot off. Ooh.
So Froling goes to work on Booth, drives. Keely Froling, what a move, Keely Froling.
Hard to stop, even from all the way at the top.
Showing very few ill effects of a bit of flu that she apparently had after coming back from Australian duties this week. Booth now attracts the double team. Bell, corner three, is no good, but rebound there by Brown. Brown puts a tough shot up. Rebound by Booth on the offensive glass, and Sarah Booth has made a strong start to this third quarter. And Cavaliers trail by 1. Froling,
always with the answer.
Mid-range jump shot, strong there from Keely Froling.
I like Booth's pick and roll game, and then she'll try and isolate the mismatch down low, so she's making the defence switch most of the time.
Yep.
She's been pretty prolific early in this third term.
So Froling up to 15 points already.
Great pass. Again, Conti with the vision, knowing where her teammates are.
Tornadoes have coughed the ball up in the corner there. Turnover. As I have to just reset those live stats. I think the halftime break does them no good. And we're back underway here with the live stats. Excellent.
How are we looking?
We're looking good. Oh, great layup there by Taylor Gillam. Just found the open path. That was too easy. She's up to
12
14.
points.
I think it'll be 14 now. Up that ticks over. Tornadoes turn it over again. Froling unhappy with the call. Saraville goes to a bench.
I think that might have came off Froling's knee.
I think so. Hope Brooks comes to the bench, replaced by Michaela Bingley. Torns with a 1 point lead, 45-44. Cavaliers chance to tie or even hit the lead here in this possession. Bell, Booth. Oh, good active hands again. There's been a heap of passes being deflected so far in this game. Froling. Shot just long. Cleaned up by Conti. Attracted the crowd and turned it over. Good pressure there by the Tornadoes on the baseline.
They would have been in a little bit of trouble if Conti had got around those three, though.
They were a bit short on numbers further down the court, but the Tornadoes trio there forced the turnover.
Great pressure.
Griffin kicks it back out to Kay, now Froling. Payne gets the screen from Froling, drives the basket, kicks back. Oh, what a pass. Froling, three-pointer there from Bingley, no good. Cleaned up by Conti again. She's active on the boards, Conti. Smallest player on the court. Deep three there by Taylor Gillam. Up to 17 points for the night, and the Cavaliers have hit the front.
You concentrate too much on someone, they've got an answer for someone else, the Casey Cavaliers.
But that was deep. That was
a big three.
That was well behind the three-pointer.
The Brad Cole Monday night three.
Except mine would have missed. Great cut there along the baseline from Bingley. Puts it in for 2. She's up to 4 points for the night. Tied up at 47.
Both her baskets have come from that cut, that back cut there along the baseline, and the one earlier in the game.
Bell. Oh, Rachel Bell just hangs in the air in that mid-range jump shot. As I said, it's an unconventional shooting style, but it is effective, and she's up to 16 points now for the game. And we've just got a little bit of a discrepancy. The Cavs are certainly in the lead. Scoreboard says 2 points. Our stats say 1 point. We'll see how we go. Conti now with the ball. Oh, flips it back out to Booth. Mid-range jump shot. Rattles home for 2. What a pass by Monique Conti. We are seeing some outstanding basketball in this game. Timeout called by Launceston coach Sarah Veal as the Cavaliers have gone on a little 4-0 run, and they've taken the lead again in this game, 50-47.
Quality of basketballers.
Like, there has been a few turnovers, 10 turnovers each, but I think the players from both teams are when they do pull it off, it is high-level stuff.
Absolutely. Both teams leaving nothing out on the floor, and both coaches, this will be an interesting time out.
Yes.
I think it'll be a lot about just making sure that we're concentrating, nothing silly now, take our time. We don't have to rush things, we're only midway through the third. So the win is up for grabs.
This game can go either way, no doubt about that, Kurt. So we're still stats still showing a 50-47 lead for the Cavaliers. Scoreboard showing a 51-47 lead. So all we do know is the Cavaliers are in the lead, either by 3 or 4 points.
This will be a great disaster here in a moment.
There will be. Hang on, I think. We have got. I think we have got a bit of a.
We've found the extra point.
We may have found the extra point. So back underway here. Cavaliers with the extended defence, but Froling will be allowed to get the ball over the halfway line. Here comes Conti for the double team. They get through it though. Charlie Kay, pull up 3, short. Rebounded there by Bell. That's Bell's 7th rebound, leading the team. The guards are doing a lot of rebounding work for the Cavaliers. Good to see. 3-pointer goes up there from Gillum, and it's good by Taylor Gillum. She's up to 20 points for the night.
Pick and roll and that extra pass are really coming to help Casey right now.
And that's a game-high lead now for the Cavaliers. They're up by 6. They've made an excellent start to this second half. Tornadoes, can they find an answer? Payne, guarded by Bell. Very patient so far. 7 left on the shot clock. That pass found Kay. 3-pointer goes up from Griffin. Long. Rebound there. Great rebound by Rachel Bell. She's doing it both ends of the court so far. After a quiet first quarter, she's been outstanding. Bell now with the ball guarded by Payne. Goes over to Monique Conti. Now into Booth. Conti now pulls up 2. Still yet to find the scoreboard, Monique Conti tonight. Very unlike her. So Torns catch a break there. Foul called there. Might be on Booth. Yes, on Sarah Booth there for the Cavaliers. That's her 3rd.
No, that's Conti. The
foul
was on 4.
Sorry?
Yep. She just grabbed hold of Keely Froling there. I don't think it was done purposefully.
No, that's her 3rd foul. So she won't want to concede one more this quarter. She's been excellent on defence for the Cavaliers. So Torns inbound the ball. Griffin goes baseline against Booth. Into Froling. Froling attracts a double team. Kicks back out to Griffin.
Great defence from the Cavaliers. Straight up and down.
Mariah Payne now. Guarded by Bell. Froling. 3-pointer. Off to the side. Rebounded by Conti. 5 rebounds tonight for Conti. Kicks it out to Bell. Short on the 3-pointer. Cleaned up there by Bingley. And the Torns back in offence again. Kay gets it across to Payne. Bingley in the corner. Goes to work on Conti. Bingley's shot was just a bit strong.
Nice take, back yourself in.
Good defence there by Conti. Conti goes into Booth, who got a great seal there on Froling. And the Cavaliers continue to extend this lead, up by 8 now.
Torns have got to compose now. They can't look to force 2 points. They've got to get the ball through hands, use their time wisely.
Tries to do it herself.
Oh, yeah.
Threw up a shot when she knew she drew the foul there from Louise Brown. Shot didn't go in, but Keely Froling will go over the line for 2 free throws. Substitution for the Cavaliers. Number 10, Abby Bishop, comes back in to replace number 7, Louise Brown.
Torns haven't scored for a while, so hopefully here Froling can add to their 47 points.
It's been around 4 minutes since they scored. So that's Froling's just broken a little run
drought.
there. Yeah, a little drought. Makes the second, gets the margin back to 6 points. Froling up to 19 points for the night. Bell now spins on Payne, pulls up for the jump shot. It's a whirlwind of arms and legs when Rachel Bell's in offence.
She's ended up on the floor there. That was a good closeout from Griffin as well. Payne did well not to cross her feet, the defensive end.
Charlie Kay comes to the bench for the Tornadoes, replaced by Emerson Wells. So Payne now against Bell. It's been an entertaining matchup. These two. Payne. Nice screen and banks in the little two-pointer. Mariah Payne up to 15 points tonight. Torns cut the margin again. So now we've got the stats 2 points out on the Cavaliers. Bishop now out to Bell. Bell pulls up 3. Fouled on the three-point attempt there by Bingley. Oh, those decisions cause coaches much angst, Kurt. You would, as someone who's coached the Smith and Saints there for a while now, fouling on a three-point attempt.
They're tough. I think what we need to remind, particularly our younger players, still chop our feet. All right, you can carry a hand, but these days a lot of players get in the air, or their closeout is the technique is wrong. You've got to balance on that chop, and then defensive slide to stop the defender in case they don't take the shot. So Bingers was unlucky on that one.
So Bell's hit her first 2 free throws and makes the third. And so it's a 9-point lead for the Cavaliers. They've enjoyed an excellent third quarter so far. Oh, great hands there. Monique Conti will stroll in for the layup. Her first 2 points of the night. Great defense there by the Cavaliers. And they extend the margin out to 10 points. And a foul there on Conti. That's her 4th. So decisions now for Casey coach Alex Palazzolo. And Conti will come to the bench, replaced by number 2, Hayley Merrigan.
Probably the right,
definitely the right
decision.
With the team up, so
we'll see if the Tawns can capitalise on that, though. Not with passes like that, they won't.
That was a very, very high-risk pass and didn't come off. So Gillum now. Bishop thought about the 3. Now Merrigan. Over to Gillum. Gillum drives. Found some space there. Missed the shot, but will go line for 2.
Hands came from Payne on the side there.
Foul there on number 14, Mariah Payne. That's her 2nd. And as I said, sending Taylor Gillum to the line for 2. Makes the first. And makes the second. Cavaliers running away with this game at the moment. They lead by 14 points. 65 to 51. And they're extending the pressure again on the Tornadoes. Payne gets it through to Griffin. Now to Bingley. Pulls up 3. Griffin
makes it.
Much needed 3 by Kelsey Griffin. She's up to 12 points for the night.
Doing her thing inside and out.
That was a much needed 3 points there by the Tawns. Trail by 11. Can they get a couple more stops to end this third quarter? One that the Cavaliers have dominated. Gillum.
Great pressure.
Into Bishop.
Mismatch.
Bishop goes to work on Payne. Flips up the shot. Just a tad long. Froling cleans up. Tawns her away. Griffin on the run. Can she control the ball? She does. Goes to work. Griffin against 2 and draws the foul. Bishop unhappy with the call down the other end of the court.
Great defence to begin with from Michaela Bingley for the Tornadoes on that mismatch with Bishop. And then they were able to grab the rebound and open it up in transition.
So Kelsey Griffin short on the first.
Her second efforts have been fantastic tonight, Coley.
Yeah. Very good. Griffin makes the second. So the Cavaliers lead cut to 10, we think. Still got a little bit of discrepancy between the stats and the scoreboard. Foul called there on the defence as Keely Froling hit the floor holding her face. But she picked up the foul. Her first. She's a little bit stunned on the floor there. She hasn't, still hasn't got to her feet yet. Sucking in the breaths. Pulled up there by Bingley and Griffin. She looks okay now. Substitution for the Tawns Charlie Kay back on to replace Michaela Bingley.
They don't want Froling out of the game at all.
No, she's
devastating for the Tawns.
It will be. She's certainly here for the full 40 minutes. So the Tawns need to get a couple of stops here to finish this quarter and hopefully grab a couple of baskets down the other end. Otherwise, the Cavaliers are well on their way to victory here. So back underway. Gillam, who's been very impressive. Froling got away with the foul there. Bishop goes to work there on Griffin. Nice work, Abby Bishop. Some big league experience shone out there from Abby Bishop.
Just great patience. Didn't have to shoot the first one. Used the pivot foot well. Secured the 2 points nicely.
Bishop up to 6 points for the night. Tawns now. Can they find a way? Payne inside. Needs to get it back out. Probably needs to get out of the key herself. She does. Froling. Keely Froling. Just makes it look so easy on those drives to the basket.
Gets through some tough defence, Froling.
She's up to 21 points. Cavaliers lead this one by 10. Gillam now nearly falls over into Bishop. Bishop goes to work, kicks it back out to Gillam. Sets the screw in there. Bishop kicks it over to Merrigan. Merrigan shot long. And a shot clock violation was called. The ball didn't hit the ring. Surely you call play on there. That's a tough one, isn't it?
So the question was whether or not she would have had clean possession off that. Had the ball have then, she grabbed it and the ball had gone out of her
5
hands.
seconds left here. Payne with the ball. Expect her to put up the shot. Puts up the three. Mariah Payne. Shot come off the glass. No good. And that's three-quarter time here at the Alverson's Mazda BT50 Thunder Stadium, where the Casey Cavaliers have enjoyed a very, very good third quarter, and they lead this one 67-57 with 1 quarter to go. So they outscored the Tornadoes. What they outscore them there, Kurt? 26-19. Yeah, 26-19 after the Tawns had a 3-point lead at the main rate. No, it's got to be more than that, doesn't it? My maths is no good there.
What are we, nearly 29?
29-16 after the Tornadoes had a 3-point lead at the main break. Top scorers in this game so far. Taylor Gillam, another excellent quarter from her. She's up to 25 points. Rachel Bell has impressed all night with 19 points. Sarah Booth with 9 for the Tornadoes. Keely Froling with 21. Mariah Payne with 15. Kelsey Griffin with 13. So where have the Tawns got to where have they got to make some adjustments here to eat in this lead and try and take it back again, Kurt?
Well, the Casey opposition are tough, and what I liked about their game early in that third quarter was that they started to go into Booth, and then when they went away from Booth, it was Gillam doing the damage outside the arc. So again, if you put too much emphasis on the bigs, your guards are going to start to take control, and if you put too much emphasis on your guards, then they're going to look to throw it inside big.
And just as I told you at half-time, Kurt, here's the shout-out to Julian O'Brien. He's tuning in. He sent the tweet, tuning in to watch my favourite Froling, Keely Froling, and the Northwest Thunder boys afterwards. So, yes, welcome aboard, Jules. Good to have you, mate, on the call. Alongside me tonight, Kurt Ahern filling in for Moo Sturzica and doing a very, very fine job on the analysis, let me tell you.
Shout out to Moo. Hope Launceston's doing you well. Tri-Series.
I'm tipping it's cold up there tonight.
We were discussing that last night during the Chargers game, how cold
that Kingborough Sports Stadium.
Wow.
It just looks cold, doesn't it?
It
just looks cold.
does.
So, let's get back underway here. The scoreboard still showing an 8-point lead for the Cavaliers. Our stats showing a 10-point lead. So we're still not quite sure which is the truer version. They had our stats people there. You would think would have worked on it at the half.
No resolution.
At the break, at the three-quarter time break. We'll see what happens. So the Cavaliers get us back underway. Bell pulls up 2. Oh, in and out. Rachel Bell. It's been her bread and butter over the last couple of quarters. Froling into Kay. Kay loses control of the ball. Come off a leg? No. Come off Bell's leg. And the Tawns will get the ball back. 17 left on the shot clock.
Questionable out of bounds call, Brett? perhaps.
Yeah, I thought it come off Kay's leg, but anyway, referee Nick Draper was certainly a lot closer than us, so we'll run with his decision. Taun's back underway here. Payne drives, pulls up, shot was short. No foul. She thought she was fouled. Cleaned up there by Bishop. Now Gillum for the Cavaliers. Been very impressive, Taylor Gillum tonight. 25 points. Throws the ball away there, though. Froling on the run. Oh, that is an offensive foul. Every day of the week and twice on Sunday. She was calling for a flop. I'm not quite sure you can extend your arm that far and think you get away with it.
Out of control, unbalanced when she went to do the turnaround.
And the arm was out there.
The arm extended and the defence was in the right spot. You can't argue with that.
I thought that was a pretty reasonable, pretty easy call for the referees there. So turnover by the Tornadoes. Cavaliers get the ball back. Lead this one by 10. Bell, now Gillum. Over to Brown. Brown now to Bishop. Over to Conti. Monique Conti, long three, no good. Cleaned up by Froling. And now Kay brings it over the halfway line for the Tornadoes. Back to Froling. So the Torns patient on offence here at the moment as they try and chip into this deficit. Froling goes baseline against Brown. Shot, no good. She falls to the floor. And the foul there is on number 14, Mariah Payne. That's her third. 2 quick fouls this quarter by the Tornadoes. Froling having an argument with the referee as to why she didn't get a foul call on the baseline there before. Strangely enough, the referee didn't change his mind.
You wouldn't have read about it.
So Bell now for the Cavaliers. Over to Bishop. Now Gillum, three-pointer. Oh, how did that come back out?
She's been good tonight, Gillum.
She's been very good. Leads all scorers with 25. Griffin goes herself. Shot no good. Froling goes to the ground again. It's 4 on 5. Conti, pull up 2 is good. Monique Conti. It's only her 4th point of the night, but she's been busy. 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals.
Froling has got to not put all of her energy into being frustrated if the Torns are any chance to come back into this game and go back to what we know she does so well.
Griffin's pass inside to Froling was way too strong. Sailed out of bounds on the baseline. Substitution for the Tornadoes. Bingley back on for Emerson Wells. It's one thing the Tornadoes don't have. They're only running really 7 players tonight. So Sarahville hasn't got a lot of other options to go to.
Very young side.
Very young side on the bench. Very young side on the bench. Bishop goes inside, kicks back out to Gillum. Now Bell, three-pointer from the 45 is good by Rachel Bell. She's up to 22 points tonight. And the Cavaliers extend that lead to 15 points.
Sarahville's got to pull something out of the bag now.
Going to take a monumental effort to come back from this one tonight. Griffin, pull up 2 is good. Kelsey Griffin.
Momentum's a funny thing though, Brad, isn't it?
With the abundance of 3-point shots now in the game, a lead can quickly disappear. But Conti drives, pull up, mid-range jump shot. Shot come off the rim. Foul there by Louise Brown on Mariah Payne. They apologise to each other, all smiles. But the foul there will be on number 7, Louise Brown.
Great to see.
That's her second. So the Torns trying to get through this Cavaliers defence again. It's been pretty good all night, the Cavaliers defence. Griffin, who tracks the double team. Where's the... Pulls up... No, sorry, the fade away for the jump shot, no good. Cavaliers back in offence now. Bell. Oh, Bishop's got the seal there on Griffin. Foul was before the shot, despite Bishop's best attempts to sell it as an and one. Abby Bishop will go over line for 2 as the Cavaliers hold a 13-point lead in this one.
The girls aren't holding back inside the paint.
Oh, no, it's good to see.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Very physical game of basketball, played in reasonably good spirits by the looks of things.
So Bishop hands it off to Gillum. Gillum drives in on
Great
Bingley.
take.
Oh, Taylor Gillum.
All
Great
class.
drive there by Taylor Gillum. Forces a timeout by Launceston coach Sarah Veal. with her team in a lot of trouble here. They're down by 15 points. 6.5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter in this Coles Express NBL1 South clash at Launceston's Mazda BT50 Thunder Stadium as part of the double-header tonight with the St Luke's Health Northwest Tornadoes who come up against the Casey Cavaliers at 8 o'clock.
Like I said, Brad, the Tornadoes, they need to, particularly Keely Froling, don't worry about the umpires, don't worry about what's going on around you as such. Concentrate on the job at hand. And right now there's a 13-point deficit, so they've got to chip away at that.
Do you feel the Cavaliers have been able to take the Tornadoes out of their offense a bit, and it's probably forced Froling and Griffin to sort of have to take toughish, shorter shots?
Defence at both ends of the floor have been outstanding tonight, I'd say. So a lot of Tornado scoring comes through Froling and, of course, Mariah Payne. However, Griffin has been really, really good tonight as well. Mariah, her natural game is to drive inside, 2 feet inside the paint, but when you've got defence as good as it has been from Casey, she's found it fairly hard to score herself.
No, I said that the Tawns are averaging 84 points a game coming into this one tonight. They're only on 59 so far. Griffin gets into the key, lays it in for 2.
Beautiful
Much
move.
needed 2 points there for the Tornadoes. They trail by 13.
Different scoring outlet. Griffin's been good. Use her to your advantage.
Gillam's pass was wide of Bishop, goes out of bounds. Tornadoes will get the ball back. Can they continue to chip in this lead? That is held by the Cavaliers. Our stats still say 13. It says 11 on the scoreboard. So we're not quite sure what's the exact margin. Griffin drove to the basket. His arms pointing everywhere, and it'll be Cavaliers' ball. Griffin lost control of it.
The referee happy to help his colleague out there with the out-of-bounds call. I think they made the right decision.
So the Cavaliers back in offence through Taylor Gillam. Game high, 27 points so far for Gillam. Conti now kicks it back out to Bishop. Bishop shot fake, works his way inside. Went for the pass to the corner to Gillam. Gillam needed to be about 2 foot taller there to grab that one out of bounds. Tornadoes ball.
Passes have been good tonight, Brad, but that one was just a fraction high.
Just a shade high. So still plenty of time in this game for the Tornadoes. They need to get some. They need to start stringing points together on trips down the floor, which they currently unable to do. Froling called for the travel. Not the play. Not the play the Tornadoes were after there. Oh, Froling. I'm not sure what Keely Froling was doing there. She lost all sense of direction. Ran into Taylor Gillam, who was had an incredulous look on her face. That's like, what did I do to deserve that? So Gillam now brings the ball up over halfway. Finds Conti. Now over to Bell. Very impressive, Rachel Bell. What's she got here? Bishop. Now Gillam, 3-pointer. They'll be wide. Rebound there by Brown. And drew the foul as well, I think.
Jump ball.
Possession arrow is going Casey's way.
No, we'll go to
We'll go to the Tornadoes. I hate that possession arrow. Well. So the Tornadoes, what have they got here? Can they continue to chip into this margin? Froling, guarded by Brown. Now to Payne. Payne goes baseline. Shot was well wide. Good defence there by Bell. And the foul there on Froling. Froling can't believe it.
Froling's going to have to be careful.
And that's her third foul for the night.
And rightly so. There was plenty of contact in the back court there.
Certainly was, but the Tornadoes are just unable to eat into this lead. It's every time they do score, Cavaliers respond down the other end. Bishop, mid-range jump shot from the baseline. Great work, Abby Bishop. She's up to 8 points tonight. Casey up by 13.
4 fouls the Tornadoes have got now, so Casey will go to the bonus.
So plenty of worries for Tornadoes coach Sarah Veal. Froling, mid-range jump shot, 2. Up to 23 points for the night. Margin is 13. Cavaliers now. Gillum. Brown. Bishop. 3. No good. Rebound there by Griffin. But good defence there by Gillum. Halts her progress. Gets it over the halfway line to Froling now. Froling finds an opening, and there's a foul there. Choice of 2 to call it on. It was caught on number 10, Abby Bishop. That's her 3rd. Keely Froling to the line to shoot 2.
I like that from Bishop. The hand went straight up. Knew her teammate, who was close to the action, was in foul trouble herself. So put the hand up and said, I'll take that one. And Conti remains in the game. Froling makes the first. Brings the lead to 10 for the Cavaliers. And makes the second. Very handy second free throw made as well.
So we're just trying to sort out, make sure we get this scoreboard right heading into the final stage of this game. Deb Lynch onto it. Gillum now for the Cavaliers. Brown, Conti in the corner, guarded by Bingley. Good defence there, Bingley. Conti comes back around the top of the key. Goes into Bishop. Bishop attracted double team, pass too strong. Tornadoes get the ball back. Mariah Payne now. Gets inside, kicks it back out to Froling. Froling long 2 is good by Keely Froling. 27 points now for Froling.
And we have a timeout from Alex Palazzolo as the Tornadoes have a sniff.
They have a sniff. They've just worked their way back into this game over the last couple of minutes. 9-point advantage according to our stats here. 76-67 to the Cavaliers. So
but the scoreboard here at the Ulverston Mazda BT 50 Thunder Stadium says 74-67.
So the Tawns have got, according to the scoreboard, the Tawns have got an even bigger sniff, going down by 7. So we'll just, our hard-working Thunder officials here are just on the case now to see which one's right, which one's wrong.
Beauty of basketball, never put the cue in the rack.
No. Scores can quickly change.
Like you mentioned earlier, with the 3-point percentage increasing, it's quite easy at times to get back into a game like this. So home crowd, if you will. We're in for a cracker of the final 3 minutes.
So the good crowd has filtered in here to the Mazda BT 50 Thunder Stadium.
Starting to make some noise.
So Cavaliers will have the ball on the end line in the back court.
Now the pressure comes.
Tawns extending the defence. Gillum for the Cavaliers. Steadily brings it up over the halfway line. Guarded by Bingley. Over to Brown.
They don't want to foul though.
Now it goes into Bishop. Guarded by Froling. There's a double team from Griffin. Bodies go flying. Out of bounds. Tornadoes ball. Great defence there by Froling and Griffin. As soon as that ball landed in Bishop's hands, Griffin came from nowhere for the double team.
We'll agree with the umpire that was all clean as well.
I was obstructed. So the Tornadoes. Payne, three-pointer is no good. Rebound there by Gillum, goes out of bounds, off the hands of Gillum. Good contest there by Charlie Kay. Tornadoes, 2:51 left here in this game. They trail by 9. Bingley gets it into Griffin. Oh, nice work there.
Got to finish.
Griffin into Bingley, who'd come off the end line and just plonked herself under the basket. And we have ourselves a ball game here. Cavaliers lead by 7. Inbound shot goes up there from Brown. No good. Long. Griffin couldn't rescue the ball as it went out of bounds on the side there. Just ran out of real estate. Cavaliers will get the ball back. 14 left on the shot clock. 2:26 left on the game clock.
A little bit of belief in the air from the Tornadoes.
Scoring has just dried up a little bit for the Cavaliers. Bell goes to work against Payne. There's a screen by Bishop. Big screen by Bishop. Now Bishop has the mismatch on Payne. Fadeaway 2. No good. Felt Bishop could have got a better shot there on Payne, but settled for the fadeaway 2. Tornadoes now through Payne. Screen there by Froling. Great work there by Bell there on defence. Now Payne has to look for the pass. Finds Kay. Called for a travel. Oh, that sucks the air out of you.
Unfortunate from Charlie Kay. There's a two-man game happening, obviously, between Froling and Payne there at the top. You've got to take into consideration you've got three other teammates out there at this stage of the game. You want to open up that defence so it's not all concentrated on just two players.
So the Cavaliers back in offence through Gillum, Brown, now Bell. 22 points tonight, Bell. Can she make it 24? She does. It falls in. Got the friendly roll off the ring there. And the Cavaliers back out to a 7-point lead.
Looks like we're matching up
We
there.
may have matching scores now. Conti with the steal. Turnover by the Tornadoes. Oh, yeah. Monique Conti's pass to Louise Brown behind the back. At this stage of a game, you wouldn't say it's the percentage play, but it was on the money. Louise Brown got fouled. She'll go to the free throw line for 2.
Split a gap that wasn't even there. I think, Coley, what an extraordinary pass behind the back from Conti, and that's why she's as good as she is.
Yep. So Louise Brown at the free throw line sinks the first. Cavs back out to an 8-point lead. Minute 30 left. Still time. Brown makes the second. Lead now 9 points. That's 3 shots. Three shot lead for the Cavaliers. Froling goes herself and drains the 2 off the bank. Sends Louise Brown flying to the baseline.
Not done with yet.
Gets a turnover. Froling. Off.
Foot violation.
The old foot violation.
Ronaldo.
Nick Draper was there on the spot. Didn't miss that one. Froling had no arguments.
Oh, it's unfortunate, though, isn't it? It is. She did gain an advantage by using her foot.
So the full court press here from the Tornadoes. Gillum, finds Brown at the other end of the court. Brown pulls it out, soaks up a bit of time here. Bishop, now Conti, the experienced Monique Conti. Gillum inside the Bishop, there's the double team. There's the foul on Mariah Payne. Abby Bishop will go over the line for 2.
She started straight up there, Payne, but just lost her footing and that left hand came down.
Bishop got that mismatch there on Payne, though. That's why the pass come into her.
I think that's what the Cavaliers have done well all night.
They've got those mismatches. Mm-hmm. Bishop shoots truly for the first free throw. Cavaliers up by 8. Minute 6 left. 9. 80-71 lead here for the visiting Casey Cavaliers. Minute 5 left. Tornadoes. Have they got one last salvo in them here? Payne. What's she got? Soaking up time here. Payne finds Froling. Froling goes baseline up and under. Oh, missed by, and that'll be a foul there on Keely Froling. That'll be her 4th, and given that's the 5th foul on the Tornadoes this quarter, Abby Bishop goes to free throw line for 2. And potentially to seal the game.
A little bit of frustration for Keely Froling, asking for a little bit of help from umpire Jack Woolcock.
The foul was pretty obvious there.
I think she's questioning the one before.
I think so, yeah.
I've umpired Keely a few times over the journey and does like to ask the question.
Politely. Bishop makes the first. Cavaliers now into a 10-point lead. 49 seconds left here in the final quarter. Bishop, never looked like missing. Keely Froling's gone flying to the floor again. I don't think any of the referees saw that. They were all looking up the court. As we have a timeout called by Tornadoes coach Sarah Veal, as she tries to work a miracle or two with her team trailing by 11 points. 49 seconds left here in this Coles Express NBL1 South clash at Launceston.
Stranger things have happened, Coley.
Reggie Miller, that's all I'll say. Reggie Miller against the New York Knicks.
Veal will most likely advance the ball.
I'm sure Spike Lee still has nightmares about that, I reckon.
Veal with an opportunity to get a quick fire 3. That'll bring it back to single figures. I think 11 points in 49 seconds might be a bit of a stretch.
Might be a stretch, especially the way the Cavaliers have played defence tonight.
Absolutely.
They've forced the Tornadoes into 18 turnovers tonight. They've had 16 themselves, but they've been very busy with their hands and disruptive on defence.
Both teams, it's been an extraordinary game of basketball. Very entertaining, very tough, very physical.
I think the key stat is the Cavaliers 18 assists tonight, and the Tornadoes only 8. They've been sharing the ball around.
Yeah, that passing's been one of the Cavaliers' strengths this evening. Seville decides to advance the ball, and Mariah Payne takes it out.
They certainly need a quick 3 here. Payne to inbound the ball. Can't find anyone yet. Goes inside to Griffin. That ball, that's a tough pass for Griffin to grab, and that was chopped off well there by Louise Brown.
She was running out of time there, Payne, to get that ball in.
That was about 4.5 seconds. I reckon Conti now will dribble this ball and draws the foul there on Charlie Kay. Monique Conti will go over the line for 2. And will more than likely put the final nails in the coffin there for the Launceston Tornadoes, who will fall to a loss here tonight. And given, depending on results around the rest of the NBL1 South Conference, will probably drop out of the top 8.
Yeah, tough opposition tonight for the Tawns. And with Froling just coming back into the mix again, I suppose it's the same with the Cavaliers. Players are in and out, so I think once both teams get their full squad consistently playing.
Yep. Interesting, just as we were just watching the final seconds of this match, just to walk through the door there for the Northwest Thunder in the following game, where a man who we were told wasn't going to play tonight is he's risen like a phoenix, and he's suited up.
Out of the ashes, big brown town.
Big brown town. Well, more on that in the lead up to the Northwest Thunder game at 8 o'clock. So,
12-point ball game.
And this one's just about all over. Conti now has been a steady hand all night at the point for the Cavaliers. Gillam attracts a double team, but also got fouled. Foul there on number 22, Michaela Bingley. That's her 4th. And Taylor Gillam will go to the free throw line for 2. She's got 27 points tonight, the game high 27 points, and has been between her and Rachel Bell. There's your 2 players of the game, I think, Kurt.
Absolutely.
Gillam makes the first, up to 28 points now.
She's taken charge. You know, when Conti had to go out of the game due to foul trouble.
Makes the second. Cavaliers lead this one by 14. 13 seconds left on the clock. Froling. An offensive foul there by the Tornadoes on number 11, Keely Froling.
And that'll see her exit the game, I think, Coley.
I think so, with 8 seconds left. Just, look, I think if she did have the flu during the week, it's probably, the effects of it probably started to show in this last quarter a bit. She's probably just run out of gas a bit.
Yeah.
And started to give away a couple of fouls. Missed a couple of shots, and that's ultimately where this game will finish, with the Casey Cavaliers recording a very impressive 85-71 win over the home team, the Launceston Tornadoes, who are playing here in Ulverston as part of the NBL1 South doubleheader. Great team effort there by the Cavaliers. Top scorers, Taylor Gillam, 29 points, along with 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Rachel Bell, 22 points to go with 10 rebounds and 2 assists. And Abby Bishop with 12 points for the Launceston Tornadoes. Keely Froling tried hard all night, 29 points, team high for the Tawns. Kelsey Griffin was 17. Mariah Payne just quietened a bit in the second half. She finished with 15 points. Rebound leaders, Bell was 10 for the Cavaliers, 10 for Froling for the Tawns. 5 assists each to Abby Bishop and Kelsey Griffin. But overall, a very impressive second half by the Cavaliers, Kurt.
Yeah, I think their height in the end shone through. They managed to be able to stop Payne's influence at the offensive end for the Tawns. And straight up and down defence. Other than the first quarter where they got into foul trouble early, the remainder of the game, I thought their defensive output, the Cavaliers, was extremely on point. Froling did battle hard. A little bit of frustration crept in there for Keeley towards the end of the game, but the third quarter from the Cavaliers is what possibly sealed the deal. They went from a 3-point deficit at half-time, took control in the third, and made it count when it mattered.
So the Cavaliers improved their season record to 6-4. They start tonight in 8th on the ladder. No doubt they will overtake a couple of teams with that result tonight. The Tornadoes dropped to 5-3 and in danger of dropping out of the top 8 of the NBL1 South ladder. So plenty of work to do for Sarahville on the training court this week. Well, that's all here from Olsen's Mazda BT50 Thunder Stadium, where the Casey Cavaliers have run out 85-71 victors over the Launceston Tornadoes. We'll be back in around 20-25 minutes for the start of the men's game, where the Northwest Tasmania Thunder will take on the Casey Cavaliers. Until then, good night.